So here they are, our rejected Florida theme park laws. Shall remove, harass, or allow to fall into disrepair any rural animatronic bears or other rural creatures whose primary purpose is the entertainment of visitors. Tommy Lips, $1.99, Disney character you would start a family with.
I was given Big Al.
Yeah.
Obviously a big part, but actually my first choice is a little offbeat here. None other than the great Bill Murray.
I love this choice.
Wow. This one is for $254. No one has ever gotten this one before. Let's see if you're the first, Sam.
I'm gonna have to go A, final answer.
All right, locking it in. A, final answer, 120 speakers for $254. Let's see if Sam got it.
This is News Today with WDW News Today. I'm Tom Corliss of WDWNT.com. Please like this video, subscribe, and hit the notifications bell to make sure you never miss the latest from the Disney theme parks all around the world. Here now, the news for June 9th, 2023. A guest jumped out of their ride vehicle during a delay aboard Guardians of the Galaxy Cosmic Rewind at EPCOT on June 7th. Video footage was posted on Twitter showing the event as it transpired. Almost immediately after jumping out, an audibly frustrated cast member was politely but forcefully telling the guest to return to the vehicle in the interest of safety as Conga by Gloria Estefan continued to play in the background. The attraction had been stopped for quite a while, by some reports almost 20 minutes. The guest in question decided to jump out for reasons which are unclear. And after jumping out, the guest in question was unable to get back into the ride vehicle, so they instead stood next to the car. It seemed that the evacuation was already underway at different points in the attraction as automated announcements were playing overhead. Obviously, we don't have to tell you this if you're watching this show. This is incredibly unsafe. Don't do this. And also, you're not going to get out faster because no one's going to show you where you should even get out, where the door is. Don't do this. The creator of the Muppets Mayhem, the acclaimed new Disney Plus series focusing on the in-universe band Dr. Teeth and the Electric Mayhem, said this week that he pitched a retheme of Rock and Roller Coaster at Disney's Hollywood Studios. Show creator Jeff Yorks took to Twitter to discuss a rumor about the coaster's retheme to the Muppets, specifically, again, the Electric Mayhem. Quoting another site's rumor piece, he said the following, quote, "Not gonna lie, this was absolutely part of our original pitch and is another piece of this dream. Fingers crossed that it happens. Hashtag the Muppets Mayhem." Speculation, of course, has been surrounding Rock and Roller Coaster for years as allegations surrounding frontman Steven Tyler have continued to make headlines. Late last year, sexual assault charges were filed against him by a woman claiming he assaulted her in the 70s. Tyler is, of course, featured as with the rest of Aerosmith as part of the Walt Disney World attraction Rock and Roller Coaster at Hollywood Studios, which opened way back in 1999. The ride also was a 2002 opening day ride at Walt Disney Studios Park in Paris, but was recently replaced by Avengers Assemble Flight Force, which utilizes the same coaster. Despite occasional rumors, Disney has not removed Aerosmith to this point, even after a multi-month refurbishment that just wrapped up. But so this was pitched. Disney didn't bite. Let us know in the comments. Do you think this would have been a good overlay? I think this is the most sensible retheme I've heard anyone mention. I know people brought up Powerline and all these other things. This is the first one where I'm sitting there and going, you know, it would still be Rock and Roller Coaster, but it would have the fun of Electric Mayhem. I'm going to also say this, and you know, folks, I don't like anything. Muppets Mayhem is probably the best series I've watched on Disney Plus, period. It is probably the best Disney-produced Muppets offering there has ever been. It is a fantastic show. The music's great, incredibly well written. It feels truly like a Muppets offering for the first time in a long time. So please go check it out, especially if you want to see this. It's a great series, and you know, Christine McCarthy already told you that Disney is looking at what you're watching on Disney Plus to dictate what new attractions will be, right? So if you go and watch Muppets Mayhem, you're only going to help its chances of making this retheme happen. A limited-time beverage outpost called the Indiana Jones Den of Destiny, inspired by Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny, will open at Hollywood Studios on June 9th. As well, Jock Lindsey's Hangar Bar at Disney Springs will also have new limited-time dishes. Brooke McDonald shared a first look at the specialty cocktails that will be available at the Den of Destiny. There will be the Lantique Green Tea, the Adventurous Margarita, and the Weathered Fedora. The Atlantique Green Tea is non-alcoholic, made with pomegranate green tea, blood orange, lemon juice, and agave nectar. The Adventurous Margarita is made with Corazon Blanco tequila, passion fruit, papaya green tea, cucumber, lime, and agave. And the Weathered Fedora is Old Forester bourbon, sweet vermouth, vanilla, cinnamon, star anise, ginger bitters, and nutmeg. And it's served over an ice sphere, or in this case, you want to call it an ice boulder. I'm going to call it that. Of course, Indiana Jones' Den of Destiny will be open through August 15th, but then from June 30th to August 15th at Jock Lindsey's Hangar Bar at the Springs, guests will be able to enjoy the giant bacon for all mankind. There are stuffed dates and figs and the charter flight. The giant bacon for all mankind appears to be the same or similar to the Bacon of Doom dish that previously was served at Jock's, featuring chocolate-covered bacon and a drink. The stuffed dates and figs includes a Marcona almond and goat cheese stuffed date wrapped with prosciutto, cognac figs, and cipollini onion. This is exciting for me because I don't know how many of you remember the original menu at Jock Lindsey had what they called the bad dates. It was literally the first time in my life I ate dates. I love them. I used to get that dish every time, and I've missed them dearly, so I'm excited to try these. And then the charter flight will include 3 cocktails that are already available at Jock Lindsey's. In fact, all of these are opening day beverages of Jock Lindsey's. The Reggie's Revenge, the Cool-Headed Monkey, and the Mayor's Reserve, but it's a good way to try them all. The Red River Hog Piglet that was born at Disney's Animal Kingdom Lodge on Mother's Day finally has a name. His name is Walter. Dr. Mark Penning, the Vice President of Animals, Science, and Environment for Disney, posted some pictures on his Instagram page of the Lodge's newest addition. A Red River Hog Piglet was born this year on Mother's Day, May 14th, and was finally given the name Walter. Dr. Mark wrote, quote, "You may catch Walter wallowing in the mud, playing with his family, and exploring his new home on the Pembe Savannah at Disney's Animal Kingdom Lodge. We look forward to seeing Walter." This program is brought to you by our official travel agent sponsor, Be Our Guest Vacations. Your dream vacation begins with Be Our Guest and their concierge team of expert vacation planners. Head on over to beourguestvacations.com/WDWNT, and their team will design your next magical Disney vacation, from Walt Disney World and Disneyland Resorts to the Disney Cruise Line to Adventures by Disney and more. They're also able to book unforgettable VIP tours where you and your group can experience the ultimate park day. And the best part is their services are 100% free. So book today. A premiere date has been announced for the new stage show Together, a Pixar musical adventure, coming to the Walt Disney Studios Park in Paris. Together, a Pixar musical adventure will debut on July 15th, and it'll premiere for the press on July 8th. The new show is coming to the Studio Theater in Walt Disney Studios Park this summer and will tell an original story through an immersive experience. The logo for the show features the Luxo ball in the O of Together. Here's Disney's official description, quote, This innovative show will celebrate some of the most beloved Pixar stories, traveling into the worlds of Toy Story, Coco, Up, Finding Nemo, and Monsters, Inc. It will invite guests to embark on a spectacular and poetic journey and experience how music and friendship brings us together. Together, a Pixar musical adventure is guided by a bold artistic direction that blends traditional and state-of-the-art technology, creative lighting, multi-sensory effects, and contemporary choreography, all accompanied by iconic music as well as an original score. Show directors Arnaud Ferringe and Matho Robin have created a fully immersive, surprising, and heartfelt show that blurs the line between fantasy and reality. And music plays a major role in the show. During every performance, live musicians will pay homage to the timeless beauty of Pixar's most memorable soundtracks while also performing an original score. The mix of a live musical ensemble and a soundtrack recorded with 54 musicians at the Nashville studios will truly bring guests out on an emotional journey. Disney describes the synopsis as follows, quote, "This heartwarming story begins with Charlie, a child who is passionate about music, who dreams of conducting the orchestra for a school end-of-year gala. But something unexpected happens, and Charlie's precious music sheets are lost on the eve of the concert. And as Charlie falls asleep, Woody and his Toy Story friends wake up and join forces to recover the scores scattered throughout the various Pixar stories." They also shared a look at the concept designs for the orchestra. Quote, "Each performance features 8 musicians paying homage to the timeless beauty of those soundtracks alongside, again, that original score." This is the costume for those live musicians you're looking at now. There'll be a combination of piano, violin, trumpet, cello, guitar, drums, and saxophone performing the well-loved tracks. Another look shows inside Charlie's rooms and inside her room and the Pixar details throughout. The show will also include full-size mobile decorations standing over 20 feet tall and nearly 100 feet wide, 4,800 square feet of LED screens stretching from floor to ceiling, and 200 spotlights to seamlessly blend stage moments from scene to scene, creating the most immersive stage ever at Disneyland Paris, said Disney. The show is part of the grand finale of Disneyland Paris's 30th anniversary celebration, which will come to an end on September 30th. However, it is expected the show will stay long after that. Walt Disney Studios Park at Disneyland Paris is celebrating Worlds of Pixar, land in the park, with new merchandise. An apparel collection will include a Navy Spirit jersey with characters down the arms and the words Worlds of Pixar across the back. There will also be a hoodie and a selection of t-shirts. The collection will feature similar art with black character silhouettes against a colorful, boxy series of backgrounds. Other merchandise will include a blue and yellow backpack and a Navy ball cap. A Luxo Junior ball mug will be available alongside a Navy mug and a water bottle as well. It's worth noting there is a single t-shirt available now, but there will be much more in the coming months. Speaking of new Paris merchandise, several new attraction-themed merchandise collections were announced for the resort, and first up is Phantom Manor. Included in the collection is Henry Ravenswood's changing portrait. There's the Phantom Manor wall art. It's the plaque from the entrance of the attraction. There's an ear headband featuring the Phantom and the Manor with Ravenwood's top hat in the place of a bow. A Phantom Manor notebook and pen. There's a keychain featuring Madame Leota, a Phantom Manor t-shirt, and a tin with the attraction's logo. As well, a new collection for Pirates of the Caribbean is coming, including a gray t-shirt featuring red, a black t-shirt featuring the turret seen at the ride's entrance, and a ribbon that reads, "Yo-ho, a pirate's life for me." There's a red hoodie featuring the same design as the tee. There's a pen, a mug shaped like a barrel with a skull and crossbones on the front, an ear headband with a treasure map design, and a hat in place of the bow as well. The It's a Small World collection will include the following: a replica of the attraction's marquee, a notebook, a pen with a special clock face dongle, a keychain featuring parts of the attraction's exterior. There'll be mini ears, a puzzle, a t-shirt, and a tumbler with a swirly straw. In addition to this, there are other collections that we don't even have time to share on the show. There's a Big Thunder Mountain, Tower of Terror, so much more. Disneyland Paris, recently I know some people that went there and they came back and said, oh, the merchandise wasn't good. And I asked the person, I think, if they were blind. This is what Disneyland Paris has been doing as of late, some really amazing merchandise. And I think they are blowing the U.S. parks away with the attraction-specific stuff. I cannot wait to see all this stuff in person, including like Big Thunder Mountain has that, there's a gold nugget in a glass case. Just really cool stuff, very attraction-specific, which as Disney parks fans, it's what we really want. And I think the U.S. parks should take note. And since Disney owns Disneyland Paris now, I think we could just copy some of this merchandise. I wouldn't mind for the U.S. parks. Let's make it happen. If you're a big fan of the new Disney Harmony in Color Parade at Tokyo Disneyland, well, you won't want to miss the new merchandise themed to the parade that's coming July 10th to the park. Here's some highlights. There's a figurine set, which includes several floats from the parade in little plastic form. There's a Flash cushion featuring Flash from Zootopia, a Jack plush from The Incredibles, and my personal favorite, a Kevin and Kevin's Babies plush set. Of course, the babies appear in the parade. There's also a mystery pin collection featuring every single float in the parade, and as well a Disney Resort Line Monorail Tomika die-cast vehicle. There's so much more to this collection as well. Check it all out at WDWNT.com. Of course, you can watch a full video of Harmony in Color right here on our channel as well. I also did an honest review of the parade you can watch. Recently, we shared the announcement that Hong Kong Disneyland is moving towards operating 7 days a week as before the COVID-19 pandemic. Now the resort has offered a bit more information on their upcoming plans. Starting the week of June 18th, Hong Kong Disneyland will move to 6 days per week with alternating closures on Tuesdays or Thursdays, depending on the week. In July, the park will be closed on Thursdays through July 13th. From July 14th through September 5th, the park will operate actually for 7 days a week. Starting in September, Hong Kong Disneyland will be open 6 days per week, closing on Wednesdays except public holidays and other designated weeks. This will be the first extended period since 2020 that the park has been open daily, with 7-day operation only undertaken during busy periods like Lunar New Year. In September of that year, the park instituted the current model, which closes the gates on Tuesdays and Thursdays except for designated weeks. And Hong Kong Disneyland remains the only Disney park on Earth to not be open every day. Hong Kong Disneyland is typically open from 10 a.m. to 8:30 p.m. or 9 p.m. daily, reflected on the calendar. These standard operating hours will not change. On his official Twitter account, Disney CEO Bob Iger posed with Shanghai Disneyland cast members and Disney Parks Chairman Josh D'Amaro for the resort's 7th anniversary. Quote, had a great visit to Shanghai Disneyland 7 years after the opening. Great to see cast members and guests. Iger, of course, had been involved with the Shanghai Disneyland Resort creation, its creation since the location scouting began back in 1999, and especially so when he became the chief executive officer of the Walt Disney Company in 2005. It's kind of Bob Iger's resort, right? It's the one he oversaw. As much as you would associate Michael Eisner with Disneyland Paris, this is the one you would associate with Bob Iger. For the absolute latest on these stories and all that didn't make it into today's show, be sure to check WDWNT.com and follow us on all your favorite social media platforms. You could support the entire team behind this show and others by joining the WDWNT Interglobe Society at patreon.com/WDWNT. Get access to exclusive content, discounted show and event tickets, and more. Special shout out to all of our WIGS members watching who make the show happen every week. If you're wondering where my shirt is from, it's from Carousel of Products at carouselofproducts.com. We still have limited sizes left of our Animal Kingdom 25th anniversary collection, including this button-down shirt. There's also a t-shirt and more. Go check it out. Again, carouselofproducts.com. For the worldwide leader in Disney Parks news, this is Tom Corliss saying, enjoy the rest of your today and have a great, big, beautiful tomorrow.
From WDWNT TV, this is Park Center. Join us each week for news and discussion topics from the Disney and Universal theme parks around the world. We cover the stories in a quick, concise, and fun format, and then our panel breaks down and debates some of the biggest issues and what they mean for us, the parks fans. From the latest announcements to openings and delays to scandals and snacks and merchandise and more, we'll cover it all in 90 minutes. Join us live every Sunday night at 9 p.m. Eastern on YouTube at WDWNT TV, or watch episodes on demand anytime. You can also subscribe to the audio version of the show on your favorite podcast app.